Hi guys, it's Michaela. Today we're doing a nice handy dandy video for you guys. Today it's going to be about this weather radio. This is amazing. This can hold accountability and awareness of multiple different counties. It's, I believe, 23 total that you can have multiple access to at all different times. And even if you're not in a tornado zone area, you can still get alerts about floods and any other natural disasters that are something that you want to be aware of. And this is just a really convenient way to get alerts either through a voice, an alert, or simply just a little display that will come up on the LED screen. So that being said, we're going to talk about all the product's different features. Of course, we'll start with everything that it comes with, and then we'll boil down to exactly what settings that you want to be able to use. It's pretty simple. You just need to customize where you're at, where your location is, and what code that you need to connect to. And from there, you can start getting notifications as soon as today. So that being said, of course, it comes with the box itself. We have our user manual. So this is going to be something that we're going to make sure we pay attention to a lot, because there's a lot of tiny details that if you miss like one little step, you might not get to the final destination where you need to be. So our user manual is going to be our guide for this. You might want to have a phone at handy. So that way we can get your county code, or there's an option to give them a phone call as well. So you definitely want to have your device on hand. Of course, then the actual alarm itself, which it already has a built-in antenna. So if you want to go ahead and have an additional one, though, I will say there is one on the back. So if you want to have an additional one, you just plug it into that yellow piece there. And while we're back here, if you want some earphones, you plug that into this jack. And then for your alarm, we plug in there, which is right here. So we have this one. It's part of the settings that we will go into today. It will offer an additional flash, and we'll just kind of show you how to set that up. But as far as plugging it in goes, you can plug in that alert flashing light right there, and you are all ready for that. And I believe that's everything. So yeah, don't forget that you can also use that headphone jack to further your experience with this product. Okay, so from here, this is when I said it's going to be helpful to have your phone on handy. So in order to get the county code and the weather channel frequency for your area, we're going to need a couple of things. So please pull up your user manual to page 3. I feel like a teacher right now. And so from here, this is how we're going to get to the channel. And then if you also need to make a phone call, what you can do is call them at 1-888-886-1227. If you want to use the URL page, that's what I'm using right now. And that's at the website here. You can access that at www.weather.gov/NWR/countries. And that URL is also listed on page 3 of your user manual. It's also at the very bottom. So if you don't have that memorized from what I just said, that's totally fine. But it's going to bring you to this page here. It's pretty big. You'll want to find your country, and it will even add some additional things that are out of service. So if there's, an error happening in that area, you kind of know what's up. And so I need to find Jackson, because that's where I'm at. ABCD. Had it earlier, Jackson. Okay. And so from here, we'll have the frequency over on this side as well, but I just need this code right here. So now we're going to go ahead and start activating our device itself. So we're going to turn that around. We can go to menu, and so you have other settings that you can play around with over here, but we're going to keep going until we see our setting that we want to mess with. Default. And so county code, you can either, we're going to select this. You have an option to do single, all, or multiple. I suppose I can just do single, since that's what I'm doing right now. And I already earlier started to adjust this number a little bit. And so this is when you're going to go ahead and find your county. So I'm going to zoom in so I don't mess up. So mine's 02, and I already have those first 2 set. And then we have 9, 029, 095. So So it's pretty self-explanatory. You just want to go ahead and select that. So now we have a single county code. If you wanted to go ahead and change that setting to do multiple or all, you can. It's going to look a little differently. So just go ahead. You have, again, up to 23, like we mentioned in the introduction of this video. And so from there, you can kind of just go ahead and select your settings. And then from here, we definitely want to go ahead and make sure that our channel is an option as well. And this is when, referring to your user manual, again, that's going to be a key component into this. I'm already on the 7 channel here, and that's like my particular location, as we can also see on our phone device as well. If we just scroll over, mine's 16255. And this is 16255 as well, and the 7 channel. So you're kind of already set and ready for that. So it's pretty self-explanatory, just kind of following what county code is yours, whether you want to go ahead and select the multiple or the all. And so we can go ahead and just connect to the channel. And so you have an immediate access point to that, which is the channel, or you can go ahead and do it the more detailed route that we showed you. And so from here, you have 1, and this will, kind of show you what frequency you're accessing along with which channel. So you can kind of go up, go down, pick out which one is yours. And I already showed you based on my phone too that I'm on channel 7. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. And we are all ready and set to get news updates for that particular county, which is pretty easy. I thought it was going to be more overwhelming when I first took this out, to be honest with you, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Just follow those guidelines on your user manual and the directions in this video, and you will be all set. So that was finding that one setting. And so for now, we're going to go ahead and change directions a little bit. So this is when I'm going to start referring more. I'm going to be doing this a lot in this video, is referring to this user manual. Now we're going to set up the weather channel. So from here, I believe, let me make sure I'm not doing the same thing, but we're going to go to menu. That's going to be our starting point for a lot of these. We're going to go down until we see weather channel. Okay, and so from here, we can go ahead, and this is when I said earlier you can immediately hit that channel 2. So that's the longer route version if you want to know how to get it from both places. And then you select it, and then you're all good to go. And then you can go back to menu to kind of start from your home base. Okay, and so now we're going to get into the portion where we talk about the different alerts, different alarms, and different notifications that you can get if there is an emergency happening, and if you want to be in the know-how during that. So from here, we're going to go to page 9 of the user manual, and this is how we're going to change our different alert modes. I'm going to set my phone off to the side because I don't think I need it right now. I'm going to go ahead and adjust these a little bit. Okay, so by doing this, you have 3 different modes. I believe I said it in the beginning. You have your voice, you have your simple display, and then you have the alert. So a few different options there. We're gonna go to our menu to select first, and then we're gonna go ahead and just scroll until we see defeat/all the user manual. Okay. And so from here, we're going to go ahead and select that. And this is when you have it plugged in. And if you want to go ahead and try that flashing setting, you can go ahead and do that. You'll just want to make sure that you're plugged in, make sure that this is displayed, and then continue to select the select, and then all of the flashing will begin to occur. So just make sure you have all those things set up in that proper order, and you will be able to go ahead and use that until you see defeat all/defeat user. And I believe that that's where we can go ahead and do that. So defeat all. And then from there, defeat user. Okay, so this is where we're getting that advisory alert. So we know it's working. We know that it's all good to go. And so from here, let me see. So that's how you do that. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Yes. So as long as you follow those instructions, you know, step by step, you should be in the mode for that. That's how you get the different alert modes and the flashing setting. You want to make sure you go ahead. So we're going to go to defeat user. And then once we have this part going, we select user again. And so we're in advisory right now. Advisory, excuse me. And then we can enable or unable. And then when you have your selected one for this, you can hit select. And then if we wanted to change to watch to warning to advisory, we can do that. And it's that same concept with those as well. So once you have everything selected, you can go ahead and hit select again, and that'll bring you to your default user or defeat user, excuse me, setting. And then from there, we can hit menu to kind of start back from square one again. Okay. So now for here, we're going to set reminder modes for alerts. And this is where it's the voice, the alert itself, siren, or the display feature. And there's 3 different reminder modes that you can have. So we're gonna open our menu settings, and it's not, it is referring to a page. I'm gonna go to page 7, excuse me. Okay, and so going to menu, I'm gonna set the phone over here. And we are going to find alert mode display. That seems correct. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit this. And so we can have either it's choking on my words, display, so we can only have those words come up, the siren, or we can have the voice. So we can kind of select which one we want to do. So the voice is going to be the alarm. It's going to last for 8 seconds. And then after that, you'll receive a 30-minute weather broadcast. 3 minutes. And then siren, if we want to change over to that setting, is going to be an alarm that will last for 5 minutes. And voice will be the warning / watch that you can go ahead and use. So it will only display the warning, watch, advisory light. And so all of those will be on. So you have the voice, the siren, or display. So it depends on if you only want the light with display, siren if you want a light for 5 minutes, or the voice, an alarm that's 8 seconds, and then a weather broadcast for 3 minutes. So it kind of depends on, you know, which one you want to go ahead and use for that. But there are a lot of different settings. You know, once you get your county code selected, it's pretty self-explanatory. You know, make sure your antenna's all the way up. There's a port for the backside, like we mentioned earlier, if you want to go ahead and put a bigger one so that you can get better of a signal reach, you can do that too. There's a lot more other settings that we did not cover in this video, as well as the function diagram, you know, more specific details on what buttons do what certain things within this. I know it requires some batteries, or you can go ahead and use the port for power like we're doing here today. So there's a lot of different options that you can use. Totally utilize this for, you know, floods, weather warnings, all things, tornadoes, whatever. It's great for your safety. Check this out for yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.